Hello Aries, kia ora koutou katoa. So this is for the month of March 2022. We're just going to get right to it because time is of the essence, I'm hearing. So, but it's been like that with all, in the videos so far. It's like like there's movement this month. So we have gone into a place where now in the universe where the planets are all in, and there are no planets that are in retrograde, is actually what I was going to say. So we have a clear run of, energy of movement, with an energy of movement that is coming forward, that is here at the moment. So we might as well utilize it. So, and you will feel, the energy, most of you, about, like something is moving, and I need to get moving. Not as so much a sense of urgency as in like rush into it, but I feel like the energy is more like that sense of, oh, well, is it a sense of urgency? Yeah, not as a sense of urgency to like rush into something. So I just wanted, I'm just getting them to, I'm just wanting to get them to explain it, and I can feel it, but it's more that sense of an urgency to get going with something, to at least start to, or begin to take the next step, or implement the next step, or whatever it is, or get that, that CV written, or that paper, that essay started, or sign up for that course, or whatever it is, or begin that business plan, take that next step, or just and it maybe it's something like that, so you can keep or get the energy moving. It may be that you're doing more research about a product, or about and something like that. I don't know, but it's like taking it. Oh gosh, there's a lot of cards coming through. So we're working with the angels today. Have come through. I will get the tarot cards out, so bring in a little bit more clarification around it. So we're doing things a little bit differently. Nothing like a bit of a change, isn't it? And so and I too can resist some things, or not actually do it. See, I'm more used to that. So there's something about that with you, Aries. It's like, okay, there's something about changing or shifting the energy and trying something new and not resisting it, for the lack of a better word. But it's, and let's face it, sometimes we do resist, and for whatever reason. Gosh, there's a lot of cards coming up for you today. So this one here, be your own light, dance together, new love, rest, exercise, and sleep. So I don't normally take all of them, but it seems, there's a few messages coming through. So anyway, so for this March 2022, there's something about stepping into your own self. So maybe you've, been like holding off, doing something and trying something and being in your own space. And, it's like, and searching, and some of you, I feel like the word searching is quite, searching for something that you can do for yourself, or searching for yourself within. And because things are changing in your life, and it's not like, it's it's like, what do I want to do, and it's like some of you, I feel like it's like maybe the children are are leaving home, or or something, or there is something growth. It's like you're feeling growth within you, and and growth within others. So there's something about that where now it's like, I feel like you're able to like be within yourself, and discover yourself, another side of you, or another part of you, or whatever that is, or something that's deep within you, that is like you've not let out for a long time, but you've grown. It's a really, really amazing feeling that I'm getting with that. So this is around, and then there's a sense of thank you and gratitude, and say please, and namaste, yeah. And use your manners with yourself too, is where they're going with that. So there may be that you have been a little bit hard on yourself, and so saying thank you and remembering to have gratitude for yourself. And and even though there's maybe been a whole lot of shit that you've been through, it's like even gratitude for that, because it's like you've discovered another part of yourself and growing from that. It's in that sense. So, but there's a sense of creating peace. So this is about you being, creating peace with you, and within, basically. But also, and when we're in that space, it's like just like we emanate it out, and it's like, and if people don't like it, well, they're just not used to it. So, and that's okay. That's their shit, not yours. So. And, you know, you're just going to emanate out love anyway, aren't you? So the baby here, there may be a new baby that's coming in into the family, or into the, you know, the whānau space. You know, and the baby doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a baby. It could be a, like as a human baby. It could be a, you know, a pet of some kind that comes into, or an animal in that sense. That could be your new baby. For some people, it may be your new baby, maybe a car. But I'm feeling for a good portion of you, it's maybe more in the sense that it's a baby, like a human baby that comes into the family, or a dog or a cat, you know, a pet baby of some sort that comes in there. So this is, I'm also hearing the word thing, the word check is coming through here. It's like checking in, you know, checking in with health, something about that, okay, and health. So there may be something going on with the health on the physical area, because this is the mind, body, spirit, and then the soul, and together with this one. So there may be something about checking in, you know, checking in on your health. There could be something about there's something about extract there, and it could be extracting out the things, or extracting out what does not serve you, basically, for your health, for the greater good of your health. So some of you, I'm hearing that may be wanting to get pregnant, or maybe, you know, because I'm hearing actually somebody is maybe have, you know, maybe, okay, maybe expecting an adoption or something like that, because of just as it just came in. So extracting, and I'm hearing like, or trying to get pregnant. So maybe there's something about extracting for some of you out what doesn't serve you, like stresses, you know, your own stresses that you put on yourself, and stresses that you, and, you know, with the way that you think about things, or stresses that, you know, other people, you know, have, you know, it's about saying no, I'm hearing, and saying yes and no with certain things as well. Extracting basically things that don't serve you for your highest good. So creativity there, and I feel like there's something about creativity where, in the sense that is like, you know, being creative in the way that you deal with things in your life, and it maybe you're needing to release some things as well, and to bring into, to allow you to bring in new things or different things in order to get you to where you want to, you know, your goals and your aspirations, or your dreams and your wants and your desires and that sort of thing. But being creative, I think it's like, I'm hearing like thinking creatively as well, but it's in as well for some of you, it's like maybe there is an artistic side of the creativity, whatever it is that you're needing to do for yourself in order to like make the, you know, the shifts to happen, or the healing to happen. Love, I think where they're going, that is bringing in that energy of love, of loving yourself, you know, loving yourself to the greatest, you know, that you can ever love yourself. So this is here, this is interesting. Love yourself to the point where there is peace. So there could be something going on with a baby energy, an energy of a baby that's going in there. That could be quite, you know, a healing thing for you. Some of you may, I'm hearing, may have had a, you know, a miscarriage or something. So it's kind of like just being, you know, making sure that you're like taking care of yourself in that sense as well. Others of you, there is a baby coming, you know, probably maybe a baby coming in some way. And it's like there's a, I'm hearing like there's a checklist, a health list, an extraction list of what everything that, you know, is going to be dangerous and all that sort of thing. But being creative about how you're going to, you know, set the house up and things like that. But also, you know, there's that definite love that that baby, in whatever shape or form that comes in, is that is there. So with on a spiritual and a from a spiritual soul point of view, they're looking here about, you know, being in your own light. So I feel like this, you know, that stepping into yourself, that this baby, this energy of this new beginning, it could be even that, a new beginning, it will help you to be, you know, step into your own light, or be more comfortable about being in your own light and allowing that to happen. So whatever it is, I feel like there's something, you know, about dancing together. That card here is talking about dance together and remember what brought you together. So it could be, you know, something about a relationship in there that is a new beginning in a relationship that's helped you to check, you know, check in with yourself, and the new love here. So some of you, there's a new love energy that's coming through. Wow. And it could be with, you know, around, you know, with somebody that you're already with. It could be a partner, it could be a brand new love that's all together. That there's something about you allowing that new love in, is what I'm getting. So rest, I'm hearing like rest as well. So there's something about, you know, allowing, you know, finding that balance and you know, and resting, like resting your mind and your body, taking some time out from your busyness. So, because sometimes, you know, when we're going into or building on a new relationship, whether this is in a relationship that you're already in, and there's things maybe shifting in it, and the new love that's come from it, from you's, you know, doing some, you know, processing on yourselves, you know, we do need to make sure that we take some time to rest, and rest our mind and rest our body in order to integrate it. So, and the learning from that and the healing from that. So not rushing it, even though there's this energy of, you know, things moving, but it's actually, you know, the energy is there to help us move, but we've also got to make an effort and, you know, put some energy into it as well, like physical, you know, mental and emotional energy into it, in the sense that we're going to make an effort to work on those things. So we, you know, get the most out of this energy that we're in at the moment. Okay. And exercise. So a really good way to help, you know, keep in that space or be in that balanced space is, you know, and to feel good as we're moving through this, is like exercise, because it helps us to feel good, and it also helps to, you know, bonus is to decrease inches or centimeters, gets our blood flow moving, and, you know, and there's that, and meditation is another way as well. It's a form of, you know, meditation helps us to refocus and or focus on what it is, you know, where we're wanting to, what we're wanting to do, be, give, and have in our life, and how we're going to do, be, give, and have that in our life, and which things and when and all that sort of thing do we want to. So when we're doing our strategic plan, you could say. But it's also helpful to get some sleep, you know, making sure that you're getting enough sleep, and, you know, and rest in as well, because I'm hearing that with this card, it's maybe your sleep routine needs adjusting for a quality night rest. And so it may be removing the phone or going to bed early, you know, and turning the TV off, and before you go to bed is, you know, like half an hour just to like mind dump, you know, get the junk out, and just, you know, prepare for yourself for a nice deep sleep, you know, whenever that is. Okay, for you. So anyway, I'm going to go and see what the tarot have, got for you here, just to bring a little bit more light and a little bit more action, because this is all about actioning. The activating this month is activating things that yourself, activating projects, activating whatever it is, you know, little things that you've been putting off, and maybe that even though you've put it off, you may feel like, actually, that's not where I want to go now. So that's where the activation is like, okay, releasing that, but, you know, and maybe bringing in aspects of that. So you may be changing things up a little bit. So that is activation in a way, you know, it was one part of activating. It could be that you're decluttering, you know, in order to get that, keep some momentum moving, or get some, and that is momentum in itself. So anyway, let me see what's coming through. We're going to take the top ones off. So the Seven of Wands is something about, you know, moving, so stepping into, so you may be a little bit defensive about things, or maybe you're still a little bit protective, but that's okay, you know, with around you. But there's something, there's a shift and there's a change, and it's, you know, not letting you stop yourself from moving at the end of the day. So, and it is about creating peace. So while you're in that moment, it's like there's about, you know, creating peace. Take that top one, cool. Oh, here we have the Six of Pentacles. So you're moving on from something, or you're moving towards something. It's like, you know, where they're going with that one. So it's like you've come out of come from a rock and a hard place, and it's like there's something, you know, like there is coming to you. Because I like, you know, these hands here that like they've got, it doesn't look to me like they are taking the coins, and, you know, there's like a little bit more of giving and receiving there, a little bit more balance where you're able to like give and receive to, you know, those around you. So it's something seems to be moving, you know, in for the better, basically, financially, but also with you know, health and well-being, but energetically wise, and also with around family, some family matters probably through this month. So and this is why it's important to like go through some of these things here. So the Four of Pentacles, oh, yep, that's cool. It's like there's a bit of balancing in there, and I feel like there may be a bit of a balancing act where you maybe, you know, still you maybe go into that funny little space with on a soul level and a spiritual level. It's like, I'm just like balancing my energy, balancing, and, you know, my, what do you call it? I want to say checkbook, you know, but my bank account. So, but it's like trying not to be too tight with it, or hold off too much, because it's like sometimes we've got to spend a little money to make a little money. But it's, I feel like on saying that too, there's some of you, it's like, okay, it's just being mindful. So while you're in a position, you know, you're feeling like you're in a position where you can, on a physical level, you know, share as well as receive, you know, but it's like being careful that you're not, you know, I'm hearing, be careful that you're not going back to this place where you've got to rob from Peter to pay Paul. So it's finding that balance between that. So, and it's always really nice to be able to give as well, but it's just really, really, I'm just hearing like, mindful about finding that balance. Now there's something here like the Nine of Pentacles. It's like there's that contented space here, that is, you know, she's in this, you know, contented space. So there's a lot of grounding and foundational work. So I feel like all round, you know, she's like, she's more in control of what it is, and that she's, you know, in those, what it is she's doing in her life, more settled and more grounded. And knowing that she's like, there's a sense of, there's this abundance there, and watching, you know, and, you know, reaping the benefits and reaping the seeds that she sowed, basically, and seeing that she has actually got all the tools that she needed to do and needs to do, and has got all the tools, and she still has when she goes into the next phase. So, and that what she needs in order to do what she wants to create in her life. But this is, I'm loving the abundance that I'm feeling in through there. There's the blue in there and the red. I'm just feeling there's that sense of, you know, there's she's been through an emotional journey to get there on saying that, but there is still the grounding there as well. So there's a lot more balance and grounding. I'm like loving how she's like with the falcon there, that she's, for me, that's showing there's in more of control about what she's seeing and what she's doing and putting it out there. It's like she's got a good overview, or can get a good overview about what needs to be done and moving forward. So there's a beautiful, you know, there's a beautiful, like, from a spiritual, you know, to the soul energy. It's like you kind of know what it is that you need to do in order to keep that balance, or maintain that balance and grow from it, basically, because she's growing. This is about growing from that, in you know, from that space, and still being able to give and receive. I feel like this is around energy, and, you know, as well with this one, you know, giving and receiving energy is just being mindful of that as well, because it's coming up in this one. So there's something for some of you, Aries, there's probably a love interest that's coming in, but it's going to mean that you're going to find some balance in there. Cool. And the last two cards here, the Four of Cups. So there's something about, you know, you may have about being mindful about it, going into that space of, you know, of self-pity, and, you know, basically, and seeing what you have got rather than what you haven't got, that space of gratitude, because it's like there is, in taking a punt on, you know, with the Fool here, it's like, you know, going on this new adventure, and it could be, you know, in a love relationship. You know, it's definitely around relationships, but listening to your intuition. And maybe you kind of, oh God, I don't know if I'm listening to my intuition. What is it actually what is my intuition really saying? But I feel like this is like, I feel like you know what it is, and it's maybe what scares you is like the not knowing, or the unseen, and taking a punt of yourself. So this could be within, you know, a relationship space where, you know, especially with this, with it coming up at the end here, but it, you know, but all around it could be, you know, the relationship could maybe not necessarily be a new love. It could be going into a new role, a new career, a new work role, a new career. You know, it could be like you know, you're moving from working to studying, and that sort of thing. So whatever it is, but it's like just being mindful. Try not to be too defensive and or protective with it, but it's like allowing yourself a little bit of freedom in there as well, to allow yourself to experience it, because otherwise, you know, this could be, you know, and maybe you've like gone into that space, you know, and stopped you from going into that space to allow you from moving. So it's like, go into, you know, take that with you, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, it's like you're taking a punt on yourself. So this is about seeing the cup full or half full rather than half empty as well. But see this gift, yeah, there's a gift that comes to him and he's just not seeing it. It's right in front of his face. So, and it may be like that energy here, whatever that new beginning is like, it could be like, probably, but it's not going to know. So, you know, a very good opportunity as well to make some amazing, go on a beautiful, amazing journey, basically, and see where that takes you. How exciting, mysterious, but exciting as well. So they're talking about, you know, just, you know, going with the flow of it, basically, but just allowing yourself to, you know, to do it. So Six of Wands, whatever it is, it's going to be, you know, the Six of Wands has come out as like, you know, looking for success rather than, you know, there's plenty of support there. So with you stepping out, and that's you know, but because there's you, the Seven of Wands is like, maybe, you know, you've gone out, you know, it started off with the Sevens of Wands. You might be a little bit, you know, you know, protective about yourself and or other family members. So, but if you let yourself go, or you let yourself out, you know, go into this new, something new, whatever it is. But, you know, with what you've learned, and it's like in about, you know, things from the past, because this is about leaving things in the past, and, you know, obviously taking the learning, not just, you know, leaving it in the past so you go and repeat it all again, but this is about, you know, taking what you've learned, and maybe that's that protective side of you for some of you, okay? But this one here is like, this is what they're saying here is, look at the, you know, look at what's there for you, and take that, you know, go on that adventure, because you've been on different adventures before, and you've come out it all right, you've figured a way out, but or around it or through it and whatever, and you know what I mean. And it's like just, and you know, it's whatever it is, it's like you're learning from it. But the Six of Wands talks about success, whatever that is. So like I say, there could be a job that's coming up, you know, or a new relationship that, you know, could be quite beneficial for you in many different ways, but just going on a new journey. And it may be by yourself, but it's like, on saying that, there is plenty of support there, is what they're saying. Six of Swords, so it's like getting out of your mind. So there's something shifting, there's a mindset that may be shifting, or you're moving away from something that's causing a little bit of grief or trouble, and you know, with you, and you know, and I feel like you maybe make a decision that you're going to move on, because you know the Swords is about making a decision. So, or you're going to leave behind whatever it is, you know, and you're just gonna move. So, and this is what happens with that. The success is like, you know, is like moving on or moving towards something. So you're both moving. The Six of Wands is moving in the same direction. So there is you know, you have support there, and that's the main thing. So keep moving, whatever that is. And even though you don't know, it's like, get out of your head and on saying that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So utilizing this amazing energy that we have through the next couple of months, March, April, to help us, you know, figure shit out. Good shit, of course. Figure stuff out, and you know, and go on our journey with love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance. And so we're going to leave that with you for this month, and I look forward to seeing what comes up for next month. Okay, woohoo! Anyway, bye for now.